We have this memorial garden on top of the hill next to our resort club with a flagpole, and we've had Anzac Day services on top of the hill. It means quite a lot to me simply because my father was a Gallipoli veteran. It's been a wish of mine for many, many years to visit Gallipoli. My eldest son promised some 5 or 6 years ago that, Dad, when I retire from the Navy, you and I are going to do Gallipoli and the battlefields of France. And as a consequence, on a number of occasions I've suggested this, but no, haven't got time, Dad. So when I saw the NRMA tour of Gallipoli advertised in the Open Road early in the year, I said, that's for me. I've got to go and do that trip. And I took my father's medals and my own, and I wore them at the dawn service at North Beach on Gallipoli, and again at the Lone Pine service later in the morning of Anzac Day. And it was probably one of the best things I've ever done in my life. Apparently there were 50,000 Australians served at Gallipoli, and subsequently only 6,000 of those fellows came home.
My name is Chris. I'm a minister of a church here in Lalor Park in New South Wales. I need my car essentially because I travel around to different houses, different businesses, and I'm vitally involved here in this local community here, working in the local high school, working with the community, doing different programs to help people at their time of need and also to make a go of life. One day driving from Penrith, and as I was going down the M4, I was gradually losing a few of my gears as I was heading from the M4 to back here in my office. And when I finally got back to my office here, I only had one gear left, and so I kind of found myself stuck here in the car park. And so I rang up the NRMA, and which I'd recently become a member of again. Literally as soon as I got off the phone, I got a text message from the serviceman saying he would be here. So basically 4 minutes after my call, I got the serviceman turn up, had a look at my under my bonnet and said, yep, you've got a problem with your gear switch. He said, where would you like to go to? And I said, well look, I'd had a really good experience with the Motorserve place down in Seven Hills. I was very happy with Motorserve, the fact that I'd taken my other car in 10 days before and been given exactly the same quality of service. Again, very efficient, again, very helpful. So really happy, I guess, for the NRMA service right from the time I had to ring the repairman to come out. Obviously also the person on the phone as well, even before that she was so friendly and helpful and wanted to make sure that I was in a safe place. Then take it to Motorserve, and they fixed it. 3 days later, I drive out with a car which was fixed, running well, and at a really good price. And so really impressed with the whole NRMA service.
I just arrived for some meetings in the city and parked in the Cathedral Street car park when I heard a painful cry from a woman who had just locked her 18-month-old baby in her car with her keys and her mobile phone. My first thought was to ring the NRMA.
G'day Cole, how you going?
Hey Jeff, what's doing?
I'm away to a baby locked in the Cathedral car park.
Okay, I'll come and give you a hand, Jeff.
Okay, see you shortly, mate.
When I rang, the only questions I was asked by the NRMA controller was where the car park was, not whether they were a member or not. 5 minutes later, in the car park drove an NRMA vehicle and out popped Cole. But he let me know that he was the second car and they had a race to get to the car park first. It took Cole about 3 minutes to break into the car and release the baby girl, much to the very relieved mother. I think the NRMA is to be highly commended for their actions. The Road Service is a fantastic organisation.
We came up here on the June long weekend this year, and we're only up here for the 3 nights. It was only a short trip for the long weekend, but that was our first time in this particular park, and the boys loved it. Nadine and I loved it. It's the environment where you can bring the kids because it's a safe and secure place. The kids can't go too far, they can meet some friends. There's plenty of activities for the kids. There's the jumping pillows, there's the playground, there's go-karts.
Which they absolutely love.
They do. You can't get the kids off the go-karts. So when it came time to leave or get home, the kids wanted to come back, so we kind of discussed it, didn't we, a little bit, and said let's see if we can get in for a week in the July holidays.
It's great just to have a break, just to unwind, relax. The kids just take off, and there's so many activities for them to do that, you know, they could be gone for a couple of hours before they come back, and the only reason they come back is because they want something to eat.
And the beauty of this park is that it's close to Sydney. You're only an hour north, so you're not spending a lot of time travelling, but when you get here you feel like you're a million miles away.